In this video, we are going to talk about molecular weight of a polymer and polydispersity. We will discuss why there are so many definitions of molecular weight and how do they differ from each other. So, let's start. Molecular weight of a polymer is a vital property because many of polymer properties including thermal, mechanical and even flow properties can be predicted from this number. But the problem is, it is not easy to estimate molecular weight of a polymer. The molecular weight of simple chemicals like water or methane can be calculated by simply adding the molar mass of atoms in the chemical. And the calculated molar mass or molecular weight will be valid for all water or methane molecules. But this is not the case for polymeric materials, because in polymeric samples different chain contains different number of monomers, and unlike simple chemicals the molecular size of polymer chain is a distribution, which means in a polymeric sample chains are of different lengths. There are some chains which are very small and some are very long. And this property of polymer makes it very difficult to calculate or even define what the molecular weight of polymer is. As it is impossible to check every polymer chain, therefore scientists have developed relationship between different properties of polymer and its average chain length. So there are different definitions of molecular weight of a polymer based on the properties. So let's discuss the most used and famous definition of molecular weight of a polymer. The simplest definition of molecular weight of a polymer is number average molecular weight. It can be calculated by dividing the number of monomers reacted during polymerization by the number of chains formed. The way to calculate this value is shown here. Let's consider that there are different numbers of chain N1, N2 to Ni with respective molar mass of M1, M2 to Mi in a polymer sample. So, number of monomers reacted during polymerization will be sum of number of chains multiplied by their respective molar mass. Then the number average molecular weight can be calculated by dividing total number of monomers by total number of chains. The exact formula is shown in the slide. By end group analysis, we can calculate total number of monomers and chains. So we can use this method to calculate number average molecular weight. In this simple calculation, we can see that number average molecular weight of polymer containing two chains with molar mass of 1 and 1000 is 500.5 because equal weightage is given to both small and long chain. Since we know that many properties of polymers like strength, flow behavior depends more on the longer chains than the shorter chains. So if we try to predict the strength and flow properties of polymer by number average molecular weight, it will not be accurate. So there are other definition of polymers molecular weight where more weightage is given to longer chains. The simplest and most widely used definition of molecular weight, in which longer chains show higher weightage, is known as weight average molecular weight. Mathematically, this value is determined by multiplying weight of the chains with their respective molar mass and dividing this with total weight of chains. The mathematical formula used to calculate weight average molecular weight is shown in the slide. In this simple calculation, we can see that by multiplying with weight of the chain, the molecular weight of polymer shifts significantly to longer chains. So, it is clear that the number average and weight average molecular weight of polymer depends on the chain size distribution. In the image, we can see that for a narrow distribution, the number average and weight average molecular weight values are close to each other. But for wide distribution, the values are very different. Since Chain size distribution plays very important role in many properties of polymers. It is important to know this value, and this value is represented by polydispersity index number. But before going to polydispersity, the experimental method to measure the weight average molecular weight is through light scattering technique, because extent of scattering depends more on the size of the particle or chain than the number of chains. Now let's discuss about polydispersity index. Polydispersity index is one of the most important parameters in polymer science. Polydispersity is calculated by dividing the weight average molecular weight by the number average molecular weight. As mentioned previously, the number and weight average molecular weight of polymer depends on the chain size distribution. So, number average and weight average of a narrow distribution is close, but for a wide distribution, the values are very different. Therefore, wide distribution has higher polydispersity than a narrow distribution. The polydispersity or chain size distribution depends both on the polymerization technique and on the reaction conditions. In the table, we can see that anionic polymerization leads to lower polydispersity, but polymer prepared using radical and chain growth can show a wide range of polydispersity value, because chain size distribution can significantly influenced by the reaction conditions. Here in the image, chain size distribution at different polymerization extent is shown during radical polymerization. As mechanical property of polymer significantly depends on the polydispersity, very strong emphasis is given to achieve lowest possible polydispersity value or uniform chain size distribution. Now let's move back to different definitions of molecular weight of polymer. Another property of polymer which highly correlates with its molecular weight is its viscosity. Viscosity of polymer solution increases with increasing molecular weight. The Mark-Hawkin equation clearly shows the correlation between molecular weight and solution viscosity. Here, the constant K and A can be determined from the slope and intercept of viscosity versus molecular weight plot. The molecular weight of unknown sample can be obtained from this calibration curve. Mathematically, the viscosity average molecular weight can be represented by the equation shown in the slide. Here, the viscosity average molecular weight can be determined by knowing the Mark-Hawkin constants. As we can see here that although viscosity average molecular weight depends more strongly on the longer chains, but dependence is not as strong as weight average molecular weight. To better understand this at individual chain scale, in solution phase, polymer chains are more isolated. So chances of entanglement is minimum, and only after reaching the viscosity percolation concentration, chains are coming in close proximity resulting entanglements. Whereas in case of solid state, chains are always in entangled form. Therefore, compared to viscosity average molecular weight, weight average molecular weight depends more on the longer chains and can be a better predictor of strength of the materials. Like viscosity, sedimentation property of polymers can also be used to determine molecular weight, as sedimentation time also depends on the chain length. The molecular weight determined from the sedimentation experiment is called Z or Z average molecular weight. The viscosities of molten polymers at low rate of deformation are found to be quite sensitive to Z average molecular weight. The mathematical formula to calculate Z average molecular weight is shown in the slide. Here we can see that the value strongly depends on the longer chains, since the chain sedimentation depends on the Reynolds number. Discussing Reynolds number is beyond the scope of this video, but in short, Reynolds number represents velocity of particle in fluid and it depends on the cube power of particle diameter. In this case, it will be molecular weight of polymer chain. Anyways, through some mathematical calculation, the Z average molecular weight of polymer is represented by the formula shown in the slide. So, in summary, molecular weight of a polymer is a difficult number to calculate because of distribution of chain length. There are four ways to define and measure the molecular weight of polymer, and the value move from equal weightage of all chains to more weightage to longer chains. Different methods to measure different types of molecular weight is listed in the table.